welcome, SkyWolf. Sorry I'm procrastinating. You're all the dreams. Happy New Year. I hope everyone has been safe and having a good time. Whatever you do to ring in the new year. It's 3:30 a.m. It's still awake. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, over here it's 10:30 a.m. I should be making a list of your names, shouldn't I? Happy New Year. Who I know I've seen many of you around, and I'm forgetting whose stories we have or haven't read. I get very lost. Can't sleep. I'm sorry to hear that. 9:30? That must be the UK or in that vicinity. Oh, that's not a good start. Scotland. Oh, I love Highlands. I am feeling dorktacular hats. Thank you. Greetings. Happy New Year. Oregon. Oregon's so beautiful. Aye. On the East Coast? Hi, Queenie. Stopping by to see what's up. Your character stories are what's up. Hope. Absolutely, we can get you on the list. The list is super short right now. I did not expect... I'm actually astonished we're at 70 people right now. I did not expect people to be around on New Year's. I did not expect people to be around on New Year's. Okay, hold on. Dreams with Midilyen. Spectre with Uralda. No, yes. I haven't seen you all year. I know. 4:35. Sorry I'm procrastinating. I've got you second in line. What was your hat's name? Hat's name. I just saw where's hats. Username. I was just trying to say that. What was your character's name? All good. There's sure, Nick. What are you? I need yours and the other character. No, I've got Silvertoung. I need yours. Okay, so far I have Nick, Sorry I'm Procrastinating, SkyWolf, Uralda, Dreams, Nostalgia, Hope, Panthea. I have to say, Dreams, Nostalgia, and Hope in that order. Yeah, boy, Phantom, we can certainly get you. The list starts new at the beginning of every stream, but it's a very short list right now. I say very. It's a fairly short list right now. So getting you on right real quick. So far, most of the people here have been here a lot of the streams, so I'm not gonna reorganize anything. Panthea, I did get Hikari. Okay, again, I've got Nick, who is with a partner and both submitted, so I've got one of the characters. Sorry I'm Procrastinating, SkyWolf, Uralda, Dreams, Nostalgia, Hope, Panthea, Queenie, ya boy. Phantom. We sure can, random girl. Hello, Chaos Seagull. Is that not redundant? I'm just being goofy. I love it. Oh, is that... I'm turning on a fan because it's really stuffy in here. Let me know if you can hear that real loud and if it's annoying. Yeah. Hi, Kalaluna. D20 epic level. It's pretty cool. Welcome in. Does random girls sing? I think it's a different random girl. On Twitch there is a random girls a random girl sings. That's the username. She sings on Twitch. All right, Nick. I don't want to like. I do sing, but I'm not that one. Totally fair. I forgot my chapstick. I don't really want to go get it, but maybe if I get up for something else later, I'll try to remember. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me to bring in the new year. Listen to some stories. By the way, if you, I think already everyone I've talked to, 102.3 Real Bards FM. I do have water. Thank you, Dreams. I'm excited that you're here. I had a thought. Oh, I think I've sent out for everyone that I have an email for who is interested in collaborating on the character songs, story videos. I have sent out all the emails for all the email addresses that I got. So if you are expecting to hear from me, check your DMs, and if you check your DMs or your Discord DMs and you have not heard from me, you need to reach out to me, because it means I either tried to reach you or I got lost in the comments and never saw your comment. So if you were wanting to attempt to potentially collaborate with me in the coming year on these videos, you will need to reach out to me with your email address. And if I have your email address, I have sent it to you. Yes, I did. I sent the email I sent a bunch of emails within the last, well, I've been sending emails over the last couple of days. But if I got your email, hold on, I can check real quick. Check your spam box. Discord DM in a while, hoping the TTRPG. Oh, that's right. I was talking last live about how I'd like to get funding eventually and figure out how to make this everything that I'm doing here eventually something that I could focus on more and more over time, which means figuring out money. And Orsak from Orsak's Narrative Universe has reached out to me to do a temporary a short-term trial run as a paid partnership for me to promote them. Yeah, if you hit the Orsak Narrative Universe Discord and drop my name, that you get a free mini campaign. I think they're doing the giveaway anyways, not gonna lie to you. I have realized. But I get paid if you drop my name, so I get paid anyways, but it would be an ongoing partnership that will help me fund this stuff. Moreover, I would love to like pay my collaborators. I would love to like be able to pay editors and pay a team to help me out over time. I'm not there at all yet, and even with this is just a beginning, because that will need to be something that's stable, yada yada yada. But it starts with baby steps. So this would be my first new, this would be my first little like paid partnership to promote things. So if you are in the Discord, check my most recent announcement with the information and the invite for that. I didn't think about promoting that here on the live, so yeah. Okay, I'm glad you see it, Felwyn. I did actually just now, right before I went live, I added a voice chat in the Discord. I have made it so you have to accept all like the rules before you can talk in there. So you have to have the tavern. Hey B, welcome in. I just saw you sent me the updated information, so I'll send that. You'll get the email after I'm done with the live. Hey Victoria, yeah, no, let me add you to the list really quick. Hey yo, welcome. But if you're in the Discord and you missed my most recent announcement, I am doing a short-term trial run paid partnership to promote the Orsak Narrative Universe. So I'm pretty sure you can find the I don't think you can click on it if I put it here in the chat, but I'll put it there anyways. If you go join, drop my name. Again, I think they're doing the mini campaign giveaway right now anyways, regardless of whether you drop my name. But if you drop my name, that helps me get paid and continue this partnership. And I've been playing in there for the last week or so, and they've been really great. It's a place where normally you would pay to play the games, but getting the little free game is really fun. I've been enjoying it. Yeah. But yeah, over time, I'd love to develop more of these paid sponsorships. I want it to be things that really are a fit for you all. I want it to be things that are a fit for me. So I only want these things to be things I talk about and promote if it's cool for everyone. So that's where I will probably experiment with different types of partnerships and sponsorships to try and find funding for the content that I'm making, so that over time, if I can reach a stable point where there's income involved and attached to it, I can actually offer money to hire people to be in my videos and to help me edit my videos and to help me run everything. So that would be the dream. So if you hear me trying sponsorships and partnerships where I'm promoting things, you can just know that's why. And if it's not working, I'm not going to promote stuff that I don't think is a good fit or that I feel uncomfortable with, just as a heads up. All right. But yeah, if you were interested in collabing with me and have not given me your email address, that would be something you should send me. Whether you're in the Discord, if you're in my Discord, you should be able to DM me. If you are just here on TikTok, you should be able to also DM me here. I will be very... I think different styles and different approaches. I think also I'm going to be looking for, I think I have got over 70 people now. I think I've got over 70 people now who are already interested in collabing, and so I think I'm going to try and keep my mind open. Like, for example, I've only done 10 character songs. So that would be 10 people. Maybe if we say there's 2 characters per video, that's still only 20 people. So like, I already know that I can't collaborate with everyone just on the character songs, but I do have other songs and other videos. So I may try to think of other ways and opportunities that we can all work together on different projects for in different capacities. Yeah. So, I'm overwhelmed and excited. It's a good overwhelm. Do you restrict your D&D character songs? They are not D&D character songs. I've been very careful to always label it TTRPG characters. Any TTRPG is good to go. Character song perhaps involves interacting with the party. Yeah, right? Like, there's some songs and like a lot of, like, many of my songs are not actually sung by the character, right? Like, a lot of, like, at least 2 or 3 of the songs are sung by the villain or by like the townspeople, right? So there's a lot of opportunity there for multiple people in a video. I'm really excited to think. That's right. I'm also creating a private TikTok collabs channel in my Discord. So if you are interested, I put the information in the email that I'm sending out, but if you join my Discord and you let me know that you're applying to be one of my potential collaborators, let me know. I'll get you in there, and then that's somewhere I'll be casting using all the methods that I have, but having a little spot there where I can say, hey, I'm working on a video, is anyone interested in this additional type of collab, without needing to like spam everyone with emails all the time whenever I have a new video idea. I don't know. I just thought that'd be a neat place to be able to have a more dynamic, ongoing conversation with people who are definitely interested in collabing with me. So if you get in my Discord and you're interested in collabing and you're willing to fill out, right now I'm just kind of tagging everyone who said they were interested, as I can. I don't know. I think I added you, Felwind, already. Nothing's happening in there yet. I just created it. What was I gonna say? Anyways, but that's where, like, I wanna put everyone there. in the future, it will only be for people who have submitted the form, because that, yeah, this stuff was in the email. But yeah, it's all there. Hey, Alien Almond Milk, if you check my pinned video, I've got a whole video with instructions. I will warn everyone who is just coming in and new to the project, I have almost 1.5 thousand submissions for characters for 2024. So please just know this is just a really fun way for us to enjoy characters. I will be doing all year long these readings, as long as y'all are interested in them. But please know that, like, as much as I wish I had, and this is where, like, I think with funding, I still couldn't, like, make 1,000 songs in a year, so that would still be unrealistic. But in the future, if this was something that I could actually turn into my life, because, you know, I've got a full-time job, I freelance. On top of that, I've got other things. But if I could ever reach a point, you know, maybe in 5 years, I don't know if we're being realistic, where there's enough crowdfunding, if I can make enough sponsorships and partnerships, if I could get to a point where there's enough funding where it could pay my income and I can hire teams, I would have the time and energy and the ability to hire out to spend a lot more time writing the songs and let everyone else do all the rest of it. But until then, what I will be doing is finding every way that I can to spend as much time with your characters as I can, even if it's not in song format. So that's where these live readings come in. I'm reading the characters for those who have submitted, who are here in the chat. And just reading through them. So that's my goal through this year, is to continue hanging out with you and continue reading through your stories and posting those stories on YouTube and as short clips here on TikTok. And then when I'm able to write these songs, I will do that. Just 1,000 songs, 365 days, multiple songs a day. You got it. Yeah. So I want to, even if I can't write a song for everyone, I want to do my best to spend as much time as possible with your characters and celebrate all y'all's creativity and the wonderful, rich fantasy lives we're all living in these games. I just think it's beautiful. I think it's fun. I think it's part escapism, part catharsis, part just enjoying each other's company and being inspired for future storytelling, for future characters, for future, for current characters, and getting, I think it's fun. I think it's a really great upward spiral of creativity and energy. So I think it's a good time. Homies support homies. It's just like 3 songs a day, totally reasonable. My character's a bitten BLT sandwich being carried around by magic hands. That is fantastic. Fantasy escapism. And you know what I've really learned is we all just love to talk about our characters. So to create a space where we can hang out and talk about our characters. You know, how could that be bad, right? I don't know. So I don't know where this is all going in a larger sense, but I'm gonna roll with it as much as I can. I'm trying to play a yes and role to your ideas. I'm trying to do that in a way that doesn't overwhelm me. I'm trying to find ways to involve as many people as possible, because I just think it's so cool when we work together. Yeah. The brainworms I have about my character is insane. Make sure you shorten the backstory, so 3 to 4 sentences. Me, my character, taking up a 12-page doc. There's a reason I gave such ridiculous limits, because I know I'm trying to play a yes and role. But oh. So yes, I would like to be your bard. Really is all I'm saying in like 1,000 words. Writing a full length of Esmond's story to put in the Discord, and I'm so excited. Yes. Yeah, reading a 12-page backstory on life. It takes me so long to get through these, even when they're super short. I was explaining last time when I'm going through and trying to edit these like individual readings into clips that I can share with y'all on TikTok. It'll be like 5 to 10 minutes of video, and when I've cut out all of me rambling in the middle and like all the extra spaces, it'll be like a 1 to maybe 3 minutes is like the longest one of after like 10 to 15 minutes, however long. I'm like cutting out only like 20% of the time is me actually saying the story. Oh. So just for reference, the spirit of this project to me, because I've also been allowing like original LARP characters even, one, you have to be comfortable with me talking about your character under the TTRPG umbrella. So if that's gonna piss you off that I'm pretending that your character is from a TTRPG, then you shouldn't submit it. 1. 2, the essence, the spirit is that it is a fictional character who goes on adventures that are driven by improv. A lot of authors have been asking me about submitting their like book characters, and I can't stop you if you lie about where they came from, I guess. The spirit of it to me is that these stories come from a heart of improv. That it came from a unexpected situation that you then had to react to as your character, right? So fictional character goes on adventures driven by IRL improv. That's the spirit of it for me. So if that's, I say IRL, I think improv within, I haven't played Baldur's Gate, so I personally can't make a judgment on that. I'm leaving it up to you all to have discretion on who you submit. Yes, there is crossover hats, and that's why I haven't really liked saying straight up no, because I don't want to sit here gatekeeping what characters people are submitting and making hard rules. I like to make suggestions. I'm trying to share the spirit of the project so that, and then leaving it to you all to decide whether a character is appropriate for the spirit of the project. So I have not yet, I don't think I've yet said, no, you can't submit a character from a book. Because yeah, there are characters that are based on campaigns they've been in. There are, like, there's just so many layers. I don't know. I've been very hesitant to just straight up say, no, you can't submit this kind of character. But I do want to make very clear the spirit of the project for me, because I want this project to be celebrating our creativity in an improv TTRPG fashion, but there's so much crossover and there's so much, it's been hard to nail down a good definition. But yes, I do plan to do this for the foreseeable future in my life. Whether or not there's ever enough funding for it to be bigger than really just me doing small collaborations, whether or not I am ever an influencer, this is something I foresee doing for a very long time, forbidding any tragedy in my life that would make that not possible. But in the meantime, we are here, we are doing it now. So when you're thinking, oh, I should have submitted this character, put it on a list, submit it next year. That's all I wanted to say with that. I plan to do this year after year after year, and we'll close and reopen submissions as we go into each new year, and just have a really good time with it. Blazy the Demon, you submit your character to be read on these lives by telling me you're here and have a character you'd like me to read. The way that I've been doing it is at the beginning of stream, at these lives, I take a list of who's here, who has a character in that hasn't been read. I make a list, and then we go through the list and read through it, and I usually go for now. The first one, I think it was the first one, maybe the second one, I did for about 3 hours, and it absolutely wrecked my voice. So I've been cutting off at around 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours is when I'm being naughty. Just to protect my voice, because I have a really hard time ending these lives. I have so much fun doing these. I love reading the characters. I love chatting and rambling with you all. I love. It keeps me so excited and motivated. I only have it's been 25 minutes. It's been 25 minutes that I've been live for. We have not yet begun reading. We're still just kind of doing like the pre-stream warm-up. Remember the first one? It was great fun, but I'm glad you're putting your voice first. Yeah, now that I'm actually also, especially now that we're in January, I'm working on getting all my ducks in a row. I've got someone helping me organize all the collabs. I've been frantically reaching out to everyone to get emails, and then frantically, I spent all the last like 2 or 3 days sending out emails. And that was after I had to put all these documents together for like, how should a collab look? And I know for a lot of people, it's going to probably be too much. It's probably too much. But I want to take this project really seriously, and even if it's just for fun, I want it to be as high quality and professional as possible. And I want it to really honor and respect the stories that have been submitted, and I want it to be, I just want it to be as epic as it can be within the confines of reality and what we have to work with. But so on my end, I'm hoping to make it as smooth as possible so that I can always clearly give expectations, clearly give a workflow, clearly, but that also means a lot of documentation, a lot of formalization of things, and I do want to be flexible in that, but I can't manage that many people. I cannot manage that many people without a system in place. We can definitely get you on the list, Mukani. Happy New Year's! Happy New Year's. When putting your ducks in a row, make sure you have a minimum of 3. Otherwise, you might get caught in a pair of ducks. Thank you, Hats. Alright. Nick. So far, I still just have you for Silvertoung, so we will start there. Assuming you're still here. If I don't see you in chat again really quickly, I will move to the next person. Okay, my lips are like super mega chapped. I have a really bad habit of having like 1,000. SkyWolf, you're like 3rd on the list, so if you're able to hang out, you'll be fine. I'm gonna go get my chapstick. I have a bad habit of having 1,000 chapsticks. I put them in my pocket. I put them down. And then they're always in the wrong room. Okay, let me grab my chapstick and then we will read this. This is gonna bother me texturally. Okay. I have horses whose only goal in life is property damage. Blistex should sponsor me. I love them. I love this. The medicated lip ointment. They don't sell it in the EU and I don't know why. So I have to stash up on these every time I go back to the States. I have a stash of these. I spend so much money on these every time I go back to the US. Sprig reading. Wake up, babe. Sprig reading is dropped. Hold on. Now we gotta find it. Now we gotta find them. Sprig. Silver. Sprig Silvertoung is not coming up for me. Oh, Sprigfenna Silvertoung for cat. Is it ConfusedChangling? Which also excellent username. By the way, when I visit family in Europe, they tell me to smuggle some Wrigley's gum. I found it. We got another for the Changeling squad. Alrighty, for confused changeling, Sprigfenna Silvertoung. She, hers, a living plant, druid/warlock, 93 years old, party mom, and the voice of reason. Very good. We are off to a great start. A party mom plant, voice of reason. Backstory. Sprig came from a court in the Feywild where she was an official in the court after being cursed to serve the prince, a fact she's not aware of. Ooh! She started having visions and memories of old battles and the symbol of a broken arrow on a 4-leafed clover. She felt an odd connection to the symbol and ran away from the court to look for what it means. They are motivated to travel with their party because she loves them like family and would do anything to keep them alive and together, even kill God. That's so raw. Or, if it became necessary, resort to trickery and manipulation to keep them by her side. Would she be manipulating them or like other people? I have questions about the nature of that statement. Sneaky plant willing to kill God. Better for the plant person to be the voice of raisins than to have sour grapes. Absolutely all of the above. Chaotic, questionable. Gaslight your friends. That is the best sentence I've ever heard. I feel like we get a lot of those here. Mother Nature is fighting back. Perfect. Oh no. Alright. We're off to a great start. Current story arc. I've convinced her to join on her account to chat. Perfect. Perfect. I know the struggle. Is Mother Nature the Bard's mother? Welcome in, friends just joining. I am reading through character submissions for the character song series, but I can't write songs for everyone, so what we do is we go live and I read your stories out loud here on TikTok. Confused changeling, I've appeared to answer questions. Excellent. Current story arc. Yeah, yes, like D&D, but not restricted to D&D. The campaign is pretty fresh and has just got to the bigger conflict so far. I keep doing this. I add the emphasis on the wrong place. I put the emphasis on the wrong syllable. Well, welcome in. I hope you're having a great New Year's. Alright, let's try that again. The campaign is pretty fresh and has just got to bigger conflicts. So far, Sprig and her party have failed to save one of their members in time before she was mutilated by a cult and lost an eye. Oh no. This is where I'm getting the vibes here. That event drove Sprig to make a challenge to a god, saying that she would fight and kill her when she is strong enough, and after she has killed the other gods. I've never thought of a plant having this kind of energy, and I'm really kind of enjoying it. A really angry plant. A self-aware, I have come to fight God. Yeah, that's pretty great. Stormy, thank you and welcome in. Ooh, she is certainly my ficus is pissed. Ooh. Oh, I'm here for the angry plant. Sprig has audacity for sure. As a show of accepting the challenge and an appreciation of Sprig's gall, yes, to challenge her, the god granted her the power to protect her family. The god was like, you know what, plant? I'm gonna give you the power to do that and then just see what you do with it. I like your attitude. I'm eyeing my house plant suspiciously. This plant's got thorns and a Glock. Oh, epic. Oh, I love that. Whew. Currently, we are attempting to free a kingdom from a tyrannical anti-magic government. Sprig has also experienced the worst of her fears in the loss of a friend who had been traveling with her since before the party formed. He just walked away, and that has made Sprig very angry and bitter. Finally, she is starting to recover memories and realize that she may not have always been this plant creature inhabited. She may not have always been this plant creature inhabiting a wooden puppet, memories of war camps, and a different family that seem to make her sad for reasons she cannot place. Currently, Sprig is angry, vengeful, and confused. I feel like we need that on a shirt. Angry, vengeful, confused. As a DM, as DM am considering letting her use a gun warlock homebrew. Oh, very good. Yes, please, I'll take 10. I like your vibe, strange plant. Go smite some stuff. You know they have those like live, laugh, love posters. We just need vengeful, angry, confused. A warglock, if you will. It's so good. Ammo included. Hi, welcome in, everyone. Oh, I love that we also have Tree Person in chat, by the way. Excellent that you're here for the reading of this angry, vengeful, and confused plant who has the gall to threaten God. Can I ask if there was like a line? This gets to the root of the problem. Can I ask if there's like a line that she said to specifically threaten God? Like, was there like a line for that? The root of the problem. Specific anecdote. Recently, one of the Sprigs, her traveling companion... Oh, hold on, I read that super wrong. Recently, one of Sprig's friends, her traveling companion since they left the Fae, abandoned the party while they were on an expedition outside of the walls of the city that they were currently staying in. Sprig did not go with them, so when the party returned without him, she assumed that he had died, until she asked what happened, and was told that he simply walked away for his own selfish reasons in the middle of the night without so much as a goodbye or a message for Sprig, his friend and companion for nearly 7 years. Oh. This was worse than if he died. She has now vowed that if she sees him again, she's going to kill him for his betrayal. Oh! We killing gods. We killing betraying friends. Oh no. The advantage of reading these lives is that you can get these questions answered. Yes, and it's part of what I enjoy about it. Such a selfish reason to leave. Oh, that escalated quickly. She plans to take cuttings at some point and make spriglets! Spriglets! Oh, so good. So good. Very violent plant was not on my TTRPG bingo card. We should make bingo cards for these readings! Purple in the middle for like favorite color as the like the autofill, basically. An army of Angie plants. My god, we should really make bingo cards. Oh, I gotta Discord works, yeah. I have like a character lore channel. Would be very perfect there. Plants versus gods, yes. Hold on, what did I just say? I had a great idea. Bingo cards! Character story bingo cards. I can distribute them in the Discord. We can make several versions. And you can just pick one to start a live. I could have one up that we fill out as we go. What do we win? Yeah, other squares already died once. Changeling. Yeah, there could be so many fun versions, and you can just pick one to fill out as we go. Oh my god. What do we win? I really, happiness and fun. Edgy, funny, mom, stressed boy. Yeah, the possibilities are, we can make so many of these. Your character gets bumped to the top of the list. Dead friend square for my card. Yeah, there's so many. So many. We can brainstorm in the Discord later. Yes, if you're not in the Discord, it is 18 and up just for internet safety reasons, but it is dorko.tv/discord. If you'd like to come hang out with us. The Vengeance Mom Square. Pop the whole thing in the character lore chat. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. We're gonna read this. Normally I wouldn't read this much per character, but I am so fascinated by the angry, vengeful, confused plant. Oh, this looks really good. Hold on. We're gonna read a monologue-ish. If you're ready for it. This is from Sprig challenging Legods. Or a god. I have never been too sure how this all works. The only god I've ever interacted with talked to me face to face while trying to steal my coin. I gather that you are a little different. So anyway, here I am, shouting at a storm and asking for help. I don't remember much of who I was before this, though from the flashes I get, I gather that I lost a lot of people who were close to me. And maybe that's why I forgot, because I couldn't handle that pain. That loss. All I'm asking is that you give me the power to stop that happening, to keep those I care for from harm. I don't ask this for free. In fact, I offer a challenge to you. I'm not screaming, but we're gonna pretend I'm like screaming at lightning then. I will hunt and kill each and every one of your contemporaries, and once I'm done with them, I will come from you with the power I have gathered on that journey, and I will face you down and destroy you too. I am likely coming for you either way, so as I don't think you can ignore what my family is doing, not for much longer. I will not ask you to send them, just that when you do, it is a... I read that wrong. I will not ask you not to send them, just that when you do, it is a fair fight. Well, I've said my piece. You can either accept my terms, or you can ignore me. Just know that if you do, I will know you to be a coward. Oh, Plan's got beef! I'm a vegetarian. I'm not fucking scared of him. Thank you so much for sharing that. Fantastic. Angry, vengeful, and confused. Oh, good. Oh, good, oh, good, oh, good. Alright, character details. That plant's got beef. Yeah. It wasn't me. I mean, I said it. I was reading it. Who said it? Hope said it, and I read it in my own voice. Alright. Character details. Sprig loves maps. She is obsessed with mapping out everywhere she travels. Her top pet peeve is liminal spaces that don't conform to being mapped, because she isn't able to render any control over them. Rend? I said render, it says rend. Any control over them by putting them to paper. They remind her of a time in the Feywild where she only had the illusion of control. She is entirely a notable physical feature. Her body consists of an odd mass of vines that sit in the center of a wooden humanoid puppet, surviving as the muscles and tendons of the body. She is the vines and not the puppet. She was not always the vines. It is part of her curse, so she does not remember it. She was once a minotaur, a fact that is still sat in her subconscious, giving her a fondness for cows and a design to affix horns to her head. Oh, that's really cool. My cat is gonna have to fight some bonsai trees if they ever get vengeful. If your plant person gets hurt, time heals all wounds. Oh. So good. So excellent. Thank you for that. I feel so sparkly when I come up on this page. Wait, Hi. You feel Sprig Trap. Oh, Nick, you're a DeviousSnail. Is that true? Am I reading that right? Hold on, I gotta check. Yes, that is correct. All the display names and the usernames, there's so many, and I'm so sorry if I'm never like acting like I don't know who you are when I definitely know who you are. It's probably just because I have confused your usernames or display names. By the way. I get really, really mixed up between all the character names, all the usernames, all the display names, and then you cross platforms. I definitely get lost in that sometimes. So if I ever am talking to you, like, I don't know you, but it's clear, like, when I actually, we've definitely talked and you know that I've talked to you specifically, just know that I've probably lost track of the associated conversations we had, and it will eventually click, almost certainly, especially if something familiar comes up, like DeviousSnail, which is much more unique than Nick. I have several Nicks in my life. 69 viewers! Nice. We've got two more stories to read, and then you'll be up next, SkyWolf. Nice. I also just need like a 69 nice shirt. Eunuch. Alrighty. For Nick, DeviousSnail. Character name, Airis Rastel. He, his. Is it Rastel or Rastel, like the first way I said it? No, not yet. I took a little longer on the first reading because there was an epic threat to a god that I had to read, and it was so great. I had to do it. It was provided, and I had to do it. Alright. Airis Rastel. I'm going with my first pronunciation. He, his. Human. Wizard / warlock / cleric. Ooh, a three-way multi-class. Plants fight back. It's making me think of Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Excellent old ridiculous movie. I haven't seen it in ages, so I can actually tell you if it's any good anymore, but it was funny when I watched it a long time ago. 27 years old. Party roll. They think they can fix him. The Triforce of multi-classes. Yeah, I normally only see the 2. I feel like 3 would be hard to pull off. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes is classic. They turned it into a kid's... Are you serious, Hats? Are you serious? It's a kid's cartoon? Wow. I did not know that. Yeah, these are some great outfits. Y'all, just as a reminder, there is dorka.tv/characters will take you to the character gallery where you can search or filter to look at different submissions. And if you search a character name, or I think also TikTok usernames work, depending on if everyone actually entered their TikTok name, you can find the character we're currently reading and have a look at the art and read some. I don't have like the full submissions up because that just seemed overkill, but I have like the anecdote available, I think, or the details, I forget which. I have some of the information available, and the most important part that I thought people would enjoy was all the art and the credit for the artists, so that if you are finding art that you love and you can check in on the artist page and see if they do commissions and support all the artists who are being shown, their work is being shown in the gallery. So it was a huge motivation for me to make that available so that we can support our local TTRPG character artists. Sweetie, you and I you'll have to, let's talk later, or post it in a character artwork, and then I will try to remember to add it later for you. There's not a way for you to do it. There's a way for me to do it. The movie had sequels in a cartoon. Oh my god. Alright, they think they can fix him. Airis backstory. The bunnies have escaped their hutch. One time when I was couch surfing, woke up in the middle of the night, the bunny had escaped its confinement and was jumping on my head. That was quite a way to wake up at a stranger's house. Okay, I'm gonna have to, check that out, Hats. That is so wild. Airis is from a small farming town where he and his mother, the town doctor, lived for the first 9 years of his life, where the people found him odd and suspicious due to his practice of necromancy and his habit of dissecting animal corpses. That sure would raise eyebrows from me as well. He fled his hometown when it was razed to the ground, and his mother was killed by a man with open smile skin. Oh. killed by a man with open, smile-shaped scars on his cheeks, who he has recently found out only allowed him to escape despite having made direct eye contact with the man, because Ignatius, the man, saw potential in him and plans to shape Airis into the next him. Oh. Yeah, this took a turn. He has sworn to kill Ignatius and promised to himself that he will not kill anyone else and spite Ignatius by being better. And if he does, he will become worse to spite him and one-up him, so he travels with his current party because he feels it is safer to travel with a group to achieve his goal, and also because they refuse to leave no matter how often he tries to get rid of them. They really do think they can fix him, huh? They went to fight the angry plant. Yeah, right? The Joker. If you can't be better, it becomes so much worse. Either way, he'll do it better than they did. In which direction? That is for fate to decide. Current story. Let's take a quick water drinking break. Oh, can I open this? We were back at 69 again. That was fun. Welcome in, Mythology Freak. If you have submitted a character for potentially having a song written about by me, you let me know your character's name, and I will add you to my list of stories that I'm reading today, and try to... I don't always make it... I so far have yet to make it through the list. If you have not yet submitted a character, you are welcome to do so. There is all the information you need in my pinned video on my profile, or you can just wing it and go to dorko.tv and find the character submission button and go from there. The form, I think the form is pretty self-explanatory. I've taken all the TTRPG character. I read songs about TTRPG characters, like D&D, for example, would be a TTRPG. So yeah, that's what that is. Everyone, hydrate or die straight. Current story arc. Oh, we've got abandonment issues right off the bat here. I also explained a little earlier before, the spirit of this project is fictional characters going on adventures whose stories are primarily driven by improv. I don't like saying hardcore no. But if your character's stories are not largely inspired by improv, I would say it doesn't quite fit the spirit of the project. But I have not enjoyed giving hard no's on restricting who can submit what kind of character yet. After being abandoned by his previous party, he is on a downward spiral, growing more unstable and incapable of resisting the more destructive and cruel urges that plague him. Recently, while visiting the hometown of one of his current traveling companions, the Grand Circus, the size of a city that serves as the capital of the island, it's like a... it's makes me think of Burning Man, except maybe it moves. The group attended a party at the palace. During this, Airis unleashed swarms of sentient teeth that tore apart a large portion of the city's populace. Sentient teeth! I said it, I read it, and then my brain didn't really think about what the hell that meant until, the end of the sentence. And I think my brain just turned it into, bees. That's normal. I read swarm, I think bees. But no, sentient teeth. Sentient teeth has unlocked a new fear. I fear nothing. He has released a swarm of sentient teeth. I fear one thing. Imagining the DM for that, I had to do so much maths. Oh my god. He did this under the pretenses of bringing the nobility down a peg, but for the most part, it was to attempt to prove himself that he can't be as bad as Ignatius when, in reality, he found that he probably is, since he thoroughly enjoyed the chaos and pain he caused. Oops. Whoopsies. The bones hunger for nutrients. They crave the mineral. Excuse me. Tabletop role-playing games. If it comes from roleplay, aka, that's why I was using the word improv, because, yeah, Role-playing games. Tabletop role-playing games. Where was I? So, he's trying to prove he's not as bad as Ignatius, but actually, maybe he is. He never gave them the ability to fly. They were just so hungry they manifested it. Oh my god. Along his journey, I'm gonna be laughing and smiling during these terrifying sounding events on the actual, like, edit. Oh man, I gotta put a serious face on. Along his journey, he has also made a large amount of potentially stupid deals in an attempt to take the blame for his actions off of himself, the most recent of which involved letting the god of madness place a fragment of himself inside Airis' head. This has led to him becoming an unwitting cleric for the god, a fact that is alarming to him as Ignatius is also a cleric of the Lord of Madness. Dun dun dun! In fact, he is the only other cleric of this god. Airis feels lost and hopeless after learning this about himself, despite how hard he's been trying. He's having a bad time. What's that? Something, yes, collaborative storytelling, if you will. What's the, there's like a trope about, like, becoming the thing you were trying to avoid because you were trying to avoid it. Something fate. I think there's, but I feel like there's like a trope for that. Oh, that's so fun, Missy. Specific anecdote. During the aftermath of the teeth incident, the city was dragged into a demi-plane belonging to the goddess of fear and desire, during which a copy of himself that has been haunting him in his dreams and visions for the past few months became physical. Oh. This copy wears Ignatius's clothes and uses the knife that the man had used to kill Airis' mother. It became clear that this copy was a manifestation of his own subconscious meant to frighten him. However, Airis has recently had the ability to feel fear stolen from him, so the copy instead resolved to attempt to tempt Airis to give in to his darker urges. When the party met this copy, they turned on it and killed it almost immediately, a fact that has Airis deeply worried as he has become used to groups of people turning on him and attacking him throughout his own life, and has taken it as confirmation that if he lets his mask down and allows himself to be who he is or even share how he feels, they will simply kill him like they did the copy. Oh. The harder you avoid fate, the faster you manifest it or something. Yeah. The trope you are looking for is called What Have I Become? Oh. Oh. It's definitely a theme in Greek mythology. Yeah, I don't know if it's a... I don't know if it really has like a proper, like a single word name or something, but it's definitely a thing. Yeah, TikTok, I really wish, Twitch is a much better streaming platform, but I do not, nobody finds me on Twitch. Everybody finds me on TikTok, so it's just not been worth switching back over. I think later this year or in a little while, if I could get a freaking stream key, that would make my life so much easier, because then I could just have everything in one place. But TikTok has not yet given me that option to go live. Otherwise I'd have to rig up really complicated things, and I think that's too much for me to handle right now. Yeah, unfortunately, the way I stream, TikTok is not optimized for. I don't understand what TikTok expects people to do on these lives, but it cannot handle, apparently, like, an active chat and interaction. What can you do? What can you do? Character details. His eyes are an unusual color. They are a deep red with flecks of amber around the pupil. This is often used to identify him in the folktales that have cropped up around his past actions in small towns he passed through before meeting the party, and the incidents in the cirque. He is always subconsciously fiddling with a cursed knife, so his hands are covered in wounds. Oh man. There is a sentient severed hand that is his closest friend and generally hangs out on his shoulder like a pirate's parrot called Manny. Like manicure? Like... What? As in, like, Isn't there, like, manual by hand? There's a word that all of these stem from. It's a very sassy hand. Oh, I love it. Okay, I knew there was, like, a root word. I didn't know if it was that simple. Yes. Very good. Very, very good. I'm getting what's the hand's name in... Why can't I think of anything right now? The Addams Family. Is it just hand? Manus? Okay. Thing. Wednesday. Addams Family Wednesday. Yes. Thing. They have... If anyone came in and didn't know what the context was, it would just look like you're all spamming thing for no reason. Right? I love the idea of of him messing with the knife blade and not noticing the damage. Yeah. A sea of things. Thing. It makes me think of reading through Thing and looking down and seeing everyone going, it's pronounced Jarl! Jarl! It was just all Jarls. Today is Thing. Yesterday, no, the other day was Jarls. In German, it's called Ice Cold Baby Hand. Welcome in everyone who is joining. We are back to 69. Thank you very much. It's been fluctuating. I keep noticing when we hit 69 viewers again. Nice. Very, very nice. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, severed hand, Manny. He is trying his hardest to be a better person than Ignatius, but failing miserably, with the exception that, despite people claiming and believing otherwise, he has not yet killed anyone. Technically. He has not yet killed anyone with his own 2 hands or spells. He collects things like tourist mugs and the souls of his enemies. As you do. I also collect tourist mugs and the souls of my enemies. Ah, yes, my 2 favorite souvenirs. Collecting the souls of the damned, you know, the usual. My average Tuesday afternoon. He has so many of my BBEGs in his pockets. It's an upgrade from the tears of your enemies. The vintage souls of my nemesis. It starts out so mundane, and then it gets so... Trading them like Pokemon cards. I have here the demon Balthazar. Ah, that is normal behavior. May I mimic it to appear human? Welcome in, welcome in. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Better than collecting the souls of your enemies after they've been defeated. But okay, there's more. He loves languages and the violin. Hey, the violin! I also love the violin. And is often found staring into the void, capital V, the empty space that surrounds the floating islands of the world in place of oceans and seas. It's like a literal void. Okay. This alarms people as a large amount of negative superstition exists around those who foster an obsession with the void, and it is said to lead to madness. Violin players unite! Yes, Missy. Sigh! We just got to the last episode of season 2 of Centaur World. The void reminded me of the rift. I'm nervous and excited to watch this last episode. No spoilers! I'm just excited. Okay, we did it. We have read the first 2 stories. We are an hour into the stream. I have been slowing down dramatically on reading through stories. I think I'm feeling less pressure because I just know we're settling in. I'm settling in for the long haul for the year. And I feel like I'm doing an okay. I'm slowing down. I'm feeling less like I need to like rush through these stories. But yeah. Alright, let me read the list. I have Sorry I'm Procrastinating, SkyWolf, Uralda, Dreams, Nostalgia, Hope, Panthea, Queenie, Tree Person. I don't think I knew you had a character to be read. I must have missed that. Let me, hold on, I did not finish my list. But I know you've been here for a second. Where did I stop off? Nostalgia, Hope, Panthea, Queenie, Ya Boy, Phantom, Random Girl, Tree Person, Calaluna, D20 Epic Level. I saw them pop in. I wasn't sure if they had a character. Sounded like they did. Victoria, Blaze of the Demon, Mukani's Prentice, the Draconic, and then ODTS. I just saw you come in. I don't remember whether we got your character. I know Hope, Dreams, Nostalgia. Sounds like New Year's Day to me. So that's the list currently. As you can tell, I've been reading these quite slowly. In half an hour, I got through 2 stories, and I'm only going to go for another hour. We may speed up a little. Your Alda is like your old dad, because I'm the dad of TND TikTok. Oh, I love that a lot. That's amazing. Am I saying it right? I mean, I know I'm not saying it Scottish, but like, am I at least not butchering it? Okay, I was pretty sure ODTS. ODST, excuse me. I even wrote it down and then I unfixed it. I got it right. SkyWolf, no, it did not. You are on the list, so we're gonna do sorry, I'm procrastinating. It's 3 separate words, but you're pronouncing it right? Okay. Okay. I love the Scottish accent, and if I knew I wouldn't totally make it sound like I was mocking it, I would love to try it someday, but like I don't think I can do it. I love it so much though. El de jour. Welcome in. I think I missed that some of y'all had characters, so let me like add in some people here really quick. Scotland forever! As a reminder, we do have a Discord. dorko.tv/discord will get you the invite. So if you haven't joined us yet, we have a pretty good time in there, I think. I also try to give heads up on scheduling for lives. There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, no worries, Missy. Extremely loud bagpipes. Does TikTok have videos to watch back the character readings? No, however, I'm a little behind from the last couple sessions, but I have been uploading them to YouTube. Hats, thank you so much for hanging. I love to see you. I love to have you around. Thank you for all the fun, goofy jokes, and I hope you get some sleep. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night. But yeah, so I have been uploading them on YouTube, which is linked in my profile. There's a couple sessions I'm behind on because I've been putting most of my time into organizing, getting in touch with all the people who are hopefully going to collab with me over the next year or 2. I say 2 because there's so many people and I can only make so many videos. Yeah. Yes, El de jour, I have added you to the list. Yeah, I don't remember what I was just saying. Totally, it just evaporated. My brain just suddenly was empty. Whoopsies. Empty brain. Empty brain. There's a good chance we're only gonna make it through a few more stories already today, so if you were not sorry I'm procrastinating SkyWolf, you're Alda. You're Alda. After that, I can't make promises. Excuse me. Oh, let's drink some water. But I will be doing more consistent readings, not as frequently because I've been on holiday, so I've been squeezing in as many as I can before the new year kicks in and I have to go back to work starting tomorrow. So now I will only be able to stream maybe once a week, and even then I'm not 100%. We're gonna see how it goes through January. Yeah. We will continue doing these readings until nobody wants to be here listening to readings anymore. That's all I'm saying throughout the year. Did they end because the campaign is over, or was it a sad ending? I love all the characters. There's so many cool characters with so many cool stories. Sorry, I'm procrastinating. Are you still with us? Credulous Dolt. Nickname Cred. So many. I already liked your username and now I love your character name. So good. She, hers, tiefling, Glazia subvariant, bard, 16 years old, party roll. Why does this part always feel like a Ouija board summoning? Are you with us? Oh no, I've heard the waiting room one a lot. The doctor's waiting room. Or the vet waiting room. Ouija board is new. A Luigi board. What's my eye color? My eye color is blue with flecks of yellow. Small flecks of yellow. Party roll. The gullible idiot. Her name literally translates as gullible idiot. They wish to make friends with all, no matter if bad, good, gods of any alignment. They have even given fey creatures her full name. A bundle of joy who doesn't really understand how the world works. The best way to describe her is Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. I have not watched My Little Pony, but I'm sure some of you have, so you will all understand that reference. She eats so much candy, loves to give out hugs, and nicknames every person she meets along the way. Beautiful. Backstory. Cred grew up in the city with a caretaker as her dad. Wait, I'm reading this weird. Cred grew up in the city with a caretaker as her dad, and they're an adventurer. So when one of his party members returned to the house saying her dad went missing, she left in the cloak of night to go find him. Hopefully, along the way, she can make as many friends as possible and show tieflings are friends, not fiends. Friends, not food. I know character whiplash today. The Ouija room. We got trapped by the BBEG, but Denton managed to detract them enough for the party to escape. Ooh, okay. Current story arc. Hard to say, as the DM is making everything tie into everything. Cred successfully convinced some dead cultist children that an owlbear killed their parents and set their village on fire. Cred found her dad Lucien held by a minotaur in a labyrinth alongside another party's family member as he... I keep adding words where there are not words. He traveled with them for a while till both of them were kidnapped by Zariel, and to free them is the cost of breaking the magic that keeps her tied to the hells. Whew. Cred has become besties with Lolth, Moander, another god, a demon. Those were 3 entities, I think. The party are at the moment trying to find a way to kill Zariel, as Cred's trying to find a way to save them. Constantly either happy about the journey, but ever more slightly getting worried they aren't doing enough. Bad gods. Specific anecdote. One night during a long rest in the woods, some will-o-wisps appeared. Cred didn't wake up the party and went by themselves and gave these spirits by an old tree her full name and promised to help them and save the dying tree. This is when she gave fey creatures not only her full name, but also gifts of food. Character details. Favorite color, pink or anything really bright and colorful. Eating candy, playing music, and making people happy are favorite pastimes. Pet peeve, when told they can't make friends with something, or at the current moment they put Cred in those children harnesses to stop her running off. We gotta put this one on a leash. Good habit. Able to talk to anyone and does the best to help them. Bad habit. Wanders off and doesn't think things through. Somehow, always has a glitter. Hi, I'm Cred. That's how she starts every interaction with every NPC, no matter good, bad, or whoever. Leash kid, right? It's New Year's. Sleep schedules are for the mortal. Hey, Cabbage Go. I'm gonna write you down just so I've done that, but we're probably only gonna make it a couple more through. I do see you're already acknowledging probably for future streams. The list starts new at the beginning of every stream, but I do try to put people who I know who have been here multiple times on the list towards the top if I can. Today, the start of the list was already a bunch of people who have been here multiple times, so I just left it the way it was. Our druid has a baby backpack that he sticks my halfling rogue in when he's being rash. So good. So good. SkyWolf, have you managed to stay awake for up until now? Perfect. Let's read yours. The monk in the party gave Cred a color shard for dragons, so she can't make friends with Chromatic. Amazing. Literally that one meme with the super hyper person on a child leash with the tired party behind. My halfling just got carried around like a sack of potatoes. Perfection. Perfection. Alright. For SkyWolf, we have Jade, Lesvira, Krurellia. I think you said a long time in this chat ago how to pronounce that, but I don't remember. My guy just gets hit with a spiritual weapon newspaper. Bad. Get the spray bottle with water. Get the water bottle. Delete all these New Year advertisements coming through my inbox. Who needs that? Try not to spend extra money. Spiritual weapon is a spray bottle. Jade, Lesviri, or Lesviri. Okay. I'm gonna stick with Jade. She, hers, half elf with wood ancestry, fighter, purple dragon knight, and wizard blade singer. 22 years old, party role, seen as a leader. Her real name is Lesviri, but in the beginning of the campaign she went by Jade. She was originally from Krurellia, as she was a princess along with her twin brother, Falamir. But her mother, Queen Yasmin, put them in separate escape pods to protect them as she watched her home going to ruins. She was looking for her father in his book that contains magic, as the planet Lithiel she's on has a plague going on and wants to help as she couldn't help in her old home. Oh, we're doing a redemption thing, like I couldn't help then, so I'm gonna help now. We're drinking more water. I can feel my voice yelling at me. Water. Current story arc. When she landed on Lithiel, I'm adding letters where there are no letters. When she landed on Lithiel, her hair was permanently dyed baby blue with purple hair to hide her true identity. While on planet Lithiel, no, maybe there was an I think there's just a typo. While on planet Lithiel, she met her friends by fighting enforcers taking a small child and show her strength. On the planet, Lithiel has a plague called the Blight, and they found out the government made this plague and is so far out of hand. Her and her friends are trying to find the cure. She did finally meet her human father and former king Alavastor. She did finally meet her human father and former king, Alavastor, for the first time, as she was only an infant when he left. He left to help her as she has a broken soul, causing his aura at the time hurting her, almost killing her. So he left in order to keep her safe. She struggles with her emotions and trying to do good, as also trying to be a leader and possibly learn to be future queen. She unfortunately got infected by the Blight, but she still has control and is now a hybrid, as she's now on another planet to continue the search for the cure. Ooh. Feed the plant water so it doesn't get vengeful. It's the in X-Men there's like the girl who can't like touch people because it like drains their life force or something. That's what I was reminded of with the dad's like aura harming the daughter and how tragic that is. Specific anecdote. Revealed her true identity and now her people are hunting her down. Is going by Lesverie, as she's now tired of hiding. She has to travel to the in-between between the mortal and god realm to fix her soul and save her father, as he also has a broken soul. Confessed her feelings to an NPC named Rosena. Why is it so difficult for me to say? Rosazena, and are now together, is raising her original crush Lazelie's daughter named Rayla with Rose and her friends. Did lose 2 of her friends but got them back, the cleric and the Fae Queen, scared she'll lose control due to the blight. We've been going for like an hour and 20 minutes. Good morning. Happy New Year. I will say I did not expect so many folks to be hanging out for New Year's. It is a very Fae day today. Happy New Year! I've got stray hairs bugging me again. I don't know what's happening to me. We excited! I just figured everyone would be out partying or sleeping and recovering. I'm not a big partier. I don't do a lot of special stuff. I'm really bad at calendar dates and special events. I was talking about my D&D campaign for like 6 hours. I was a designated driver for last night's party, just tired though. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I figured even if people aren't drinking or anything, I just figured people would be tired after festivities of whatever kind, or... Anyways, I'm very terrible at like specific day celebrations. We did end up hanging out with a friend until midnight, and so that was nice, but unexpected. I'm watching this live from bed. Most excellent. I hope you are cozy and comfortable. Got home from my parents' place and just relaxing, listening to you read this while also gaming. Nice. Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, got your weight. I want a weighted blanket. I just haven't done it yet. I'm like, oh, do I want to throw that much money at this right now? And then I say no, and then I haven't. I got snowed in for my New Year's party. It's proper snowmageddon over here. Oh my god. Stay safe. Ooh, making a new D&D character. I hope these are inspiring you. Alright, on to character details. She has a connection to tell if her family or friends are alive or not. She has 2 tattoos. I feel like in an adventure context, knowing whether your family friends are alive or not is helpful, but also you would suddenly be devastated if all of a sudden somewhere else you just get like that sensation that they're gone. Oh, I feel like that could be really rough. The first one is tattoos. The first one is a dragon with a sword on the left shoulder blade going up on the neck, and the second is a life tattoo shaped as a winged wolf. That's cool. Going on the right arm from the wrist up close to the shoulder. Tannish color skin, chocolate brown hair with baby blue and purple, has honey gold eyes. Struggles with her emotions as she's also protective. Her appearance with the blight. Her left eye is completely black. Left arm veins are black. 1/4 of her back is black spider veins. She now has to do Constitution saving throws to not throw up or go into a bloodlust rage. Wouldn't have control in that rage. Her blood and fluids in her system is infectious. Ooh. Yeah, like a 1.5 kilometers in thigh deep snow. Oof. That is a lot. Character trauma with sparklies. Constitution saving throws. Sometimes my reading is not all that it could be. Yeralda! I need to... Here Wow, SonOfAsgard. See, this is like... I don't know your username. I didn't recognize the display name. SonOfAsgard. Okay. Jeez Louise, yeah, if it's safe to sleep in the stable. Definitely sounds like a valid option. Oh, so it did happen that way. Oh, I called it when she felt her brother's heartbeat stop. Oh. Okay, so we're definitely gonna read through Spectre. We are at an hour and 25 minutes into stream, so I've got another 35 left to go. So I will probably make it through 2 or 3 more stories. Unfortunately, I feel like we're just not going to get to Hikari Panthea. I've got Uraldo with Spectre, Dreams with Midilyen, Nostalgia, Hope, and then Hikari for Panthea. So unless a few of those folks are not here anymore, we probably will I know I can get through Spectre, probably the next one. We'll see what time it is at that point. Yeah. Yeah. The list started off relatively short, and then it got longer, and also I've been slowing down on reading these, I'm trying not to, like, rush myself. Since we'll be here, I will literally be here all year. I will be showing up and streaming, there will be VODs, I will try to squeeze in some alternative times when I can. Regularly, I am going to stream on Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. my time. I don't know what time it is for you, but it's Germany time. So that will be evenings here. But I know that won't work for everyone. There will be some people that just never works because of time zones. So every once in a while when I can, I'll try to squeeze in some alternative times. And yeah. I saw you have 1.5. Yeah, I'm just shy of 1,500 character submissions. So I think that I've just reached a moment where I'm like, okay, I gotta like chill or I am gonna not make it this year. I have to like chill and slow down internally and externally. Thank you for the time math, y'all, by the way. Yeah, because I'm not just reading through these, I also want to like make sure I have energy and time to start writing songs soon. I'm gonna now be investing energy and time working with these new collaborations. So a lot of stuff is in the horizon, and I gotta take deep breaths and take it easy and try not to make myself feel undue pressure or rush on things so that I don't burn out. But yeah, so my apologies when we can't get to you. I'm doing my best, but I also gotta just pace myself and try not to worry too hard. I will be streaming this Wednesday, unless, I get sick or something. I plan to stream every Wednesday through January and see how that's fitting my schedule. And then, and if that's going well and I'm not overworked doing that, I plan to then continue doing every Wednesday. And if it's too much and I'm not able to keep up with it, I'll switch to every other Wednesday and then go from there. So January will be my trial run to stream every Wednesday. And 1, see if interest keeping up, and 2, keep trying to get to everyone's characters for them. So, but yeah, this is gonna be my all year for like forever until I can foresee project. So we will keep doing this. We will keep being here. We will keep hanging out and reading characters. We will keep celebrating creativity and storytelling because that's what's fun. It'll be over the course of time. Alrighty. For Uraldo, aka SonOfAsgard, we have Spectre. They, them. Previously human, now reborn. Character class. Phantom Rogue / Swarmkeeper Ranger. Ooh, today we've had a lot of swarms. We had a swarm of teeth. I think there was another swarm somewhere. Maybe I just really honed in on the word swarm because that's the end of my examples specifically, but I swear we had other swarms going on. Swarm day. I don't know, I kind of like Rubburn. 27 years old. Backstory. Spectre was originally Gideon, a traveling squire of Sir Merowyn, a paladin. He followed her to Barovia. I say Sir, it's like Ser. Is it more like Ser or is it pronounced Sir? Another Jarl situation. He followed her to Barovia, where the party fell to Strahd. Strahd threw the bodies down the side of Ravenloft, where the abbot at the abbey at Markovia found Gideon's body and used parts of it for his flesh golems. Ooh. Medieval term for a knight. That I do know. I just wasn't sure how to say it. Current story arc. They going to find a bitey boy. Gideon's body, after having an arm and leg removed, was tossed out once again by the abbot. Will-o-wisps, now his swarm, filled the body, filling in the missing parts with ghostly replacement, and created Spectre. Ooh, I'm feeling, I'm understanding now. I'm understanding. They now go by they them as they are a multitude. Ooh. They pursue a place for those who have survived beyond death and wish to bring vengeance for every soul inside them, one at a time, hoping to eventually find their own in there. Oh, that is neat. That's a cool motivation. That's a cool character design. Physical and conceptual. Conceptual? I said that really weird. But that's pretty neat. Specific anecdote. Spectre does not care for the term undead. They prefer the term living impaired. And will correct anyone who say otherwise. Character details. Favorite color is gray. I think that's new. Pastime is reading. Pet peeve, the term undead. Spectre sharpens and mends everyone's items as they do not sleep. So this is a good habit. They do not understand social niceties and their bluntness can be very rude and annoying. They have a ghostly right arm and leg and an autopsy scar from where their heart and lungs were removed. We have a classic quote here. I am Spectre. You are dead. We are not the same. What a good one. Now that's a catchphrase. Oh, so good. So good. Brilliant. Yeah, for anyone who has to head out, totally understand. Have a great New Year day and also a great New Year. Just because I don't have a pulse doesn't mean I'm dead. My boy! Very good. Thank you so much for that character. Dreams. Do we still have dreams? With Midilyen. Is it Midilyen? Midilyen. I spelled that wrong. Yes, that's exciting. I feel like I'm spelling this incorrectly. Mild? I'm not finding them. Okay, found. I put an extra L while I was searching on accident. We got there. We got there. Okay, last swig of coffee. By the way, my friend got me this mug and I love it. It's from the San Diego Zoo, I'm pretty sure. I'm not actually confident on that, but it's so cute. I brought it all the way home in my suitcase. My family likes to call me an owl. The same friend who gave me this mug is who started it, actually. So this was also a teasing jab to give me an owl mug. I don't know how this started to call me an owl, but an owl! But yes, so wise. I love owlins. I love that song. Yeah, nostalgias. Yeah, they're pretty darn. I played one game with someone who was playing an owlin, and they just gave her the cutest personality. It was so wonderful. Grung is great. Made them one of my villains. Then owlin. It's from the San Diego Zoo. It's my city, and I'm pretty sure I've seen them there. My hometown. I've spent much time at the San. I haven't been for a while, so I wouldn't recognize this specific merch. But yeah, San Diego Zoo and Wild Animal Park. Didn't they it's Safari Park or something now? That was a while back even, but I haven't lived in that area since 2000. Well, last time I had an apartment was early 2013, but I moved out. I was already gone for a long time, for almost a year, and then I was back for like half a year, and then I went away permanently after that. And that was way back in 2012, 2013. More of a Kenku person. We have an owlin NPC we're dragging around for now, and he's tiny. Ooh, owlin character design slay with eyeliner. I can speak from experience. That sounds very fun. Yeah, especially with these collabs, I'm really looking forward to how some cosplay and stuff can play in, especially for these more visually rich characters. Like, I don't do visually rich with my things. I try to make it fun and nice and well lighted and suit the vibe of the song, but I don't do like that kind of visual storytelling. So I think it's going to be really fun to do these collabs with people who do that. Alright. A vampire tabaxi? Oh. Alrighty. For dreams. Dream of Nightmares with a K. Very good username. Cosplay has stolen far too many of my dollars. That is, if my first love wasn't music, I think I would be far. I love the idea of cosplay, and if I had time, space, and money that I wasn't already investing in my music, cosplay, I would love to explore that as a hobby, but it's so intense, and it requires so much space and so much money, and like, I think I could get into that, and I think I could do well with it if I got into it, but it is just so much, and there's so much to learn, and you need so much equipment, and you need, like, because I would want to get crafty with it. I already would like to make my own clothes one day, right? Like, I made my cloak, but these things take me forever, and it takes a lot of time and space. So anyways, as much as I would love to explore that, I think I'd rather just keep focusing on the music side of things, and let you all who already do the cosplay stuff step in and take over that part of the videos. So I'm very excited for these collabs. Can't have worked with Eva foam though. I have sewn. I have not yet. I've done one. They're in the other room. They're not easy to go grab. I have done one little Eva foam project. It was a lot of fun. Mostly it was painting. Alrighty. For actually reals, we're gonna read this story for Dream of Nightmares. Character name, Midilyen. You've written how to say it here, I'm just struggling. Midilyen. Midilyen. I can do this. Her friends call her Midi. Midilyen. 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 Character pronouns, she, hers. Character species, Ifrit Fetchling. Is that homebrew? Or is that like from another? I'm really only familiar with the D&D 5e stuff. Midilyen. 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 Did I get it? Character class, witch. 18 years old. Party role, antagonist / childhood friend. Very good. Midilyen came from a tropical lakeside fishing village called Onrix. Her mom sent her to talk to her older brother regarding suspicions in his sudden money intake in another country. When she did, he was killed, protecting her from a nearby illegal deal breaking down, and she agreed to help a demon free a god in order to have the power to revive him. Oh, what a tangled web we weave. That was the backstory. Current story arc. Currently, she's being led across the continent to complete trials in order to gain the power of gods that sacrificed a lot of their power to imprison the god she's agreed to free. By entering the temples of each god and gaining some of the power left behind, she will accumulate enough to allow her to ascend to godhood herself and use that power to free the imprisoned god as well as bring back her brother. I love, like, the power of the god. I know, that will probably turn out fine. Nothing suspicious here. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. I love, like, pursuit of god power, though. Like, I love that storyline. Always. You know, like, that's just classic. I'm back on the right account. Totally not. Twirls comically evil mustache. We're back at 69 viewers. Ayo! Whew, alright. Where were we? Pursuing the power of the gods. Specific anecdote. Midi, being a more reserved girl, was uncomfortable with the task her mother had given her. When she confronted her brother about his source of income, he provided aloof answers, and when pressed, he tried to tell her to just go home. Go back home. For some reason, she felt she needed to push the subject, and they started to fight. It's gonna say bribes, but I need you to all know that I first read babies and was very confused. What she didn't realize was that her brother was taking bribes from illegal smugglers to turn a blind eye to his duties, and when one such deal went bad nearby, he saw an experimental weapon shoot towards her, jumping in front of her to save her, but losing his life in the process. She blames herself for his death and vows to bring him back. Excuse me. The goal is to hopefully make them all into a new pantheon. Ooh. That's my entire campaign's goal. Kill God and become them. Yep, Sprig's challenge. Yes. This is so me when I take babies. So yeah, I just really quick reading through that. He was taking babies from smugglers, and I was like, oh, what a kind thing he's doing. Saving the babies. Release the babies. But no, it said bribes, actually. He was taking bribes, not babies. A little less noble. A swarm of babies. Oh. Character details. She was a shy child, and her intended character arc is to give her more self-confidence. She has flames for hair, completely yellow eyes, and gray skin. She's always been under her brother's protection as a child, hiding behind him, or at least staying close where she felt comfortable in his strength. And then he died protecting her. No. Oh. He was taking bribes from babies, collecting babies, and the souls of my enemies, and mugs. Tourist mugs. Seen here. The babies were the bribes. It all comes full circle. Collecting smugglers from babies. Oh, the silliness we come up with. Alright, that was Millie. We still have 15 minutes left. Let's try and knock out another story or two. Nostalgia. I don't have your character name written down. I also loved Millie. I loved them all. Even the ones where people are like, oh, I don't know if my character's cool. I just love them all. Semoni. Kasato, theoretically, yes, I could put you on the list, but I'm only going to be reading another. I only have time and voice left for another couple stories at most. And the list is still like 20 people long. So I'm going to just say no, but not because of any reason personal. But if we get back on more streams and you're here, we'll try and get to you again on another day. We have for nostalgiarocks. Character name Semoni Demonian. Semoni Demonian. Did I say it right? I really like the way that you wrote out how to pronounce it. Moan. A fun sound. Semoni Demonian. Semoni Demonian. It's a good one. Very fun to say. She, hers. Half orc. Paladin, warlock. Yes, I love the paladin warlock combination. I have one and I love him so much. Very fun to play. 29 years old. Emotional tank. Like soaking up the emotional damage or soaking up the damage and is emotional. It is a great combination. It is a fantastic combination. Causes the emotional damage. Plays when beautiful. Beautiful. Soaking damage and dramatic. Such a drama queen. I love it. Alright. Backstory. Semoni was a girl always tormented by war, beginning with her family's village being ransacked and raided from the sins of the father. Like a physical manifestation of the sins of the father, or like due to the sins of the father, they ended up being ransacked and raided? I have questions. Or were they like literally the sins of the father ransacking and raiding? Reach for the sky before I hit you with the emotional damage. Ken can attest they're my fellow party member. Perfect. Emotional spite. Her dad did some bad stuff. Okay. She and another elf boy survived, grew to become like brother and sister, and joined the militia group to seek revenge on their attackers. Semoni found herself enamored by the much older general and became manipulated by his twisted ideals of revenge. She attacked a village when she thought it was an enemy camp, losing the elf boy in the process, and ran off, drowning herself in alcohol and addiction. No, Semoni, don't do it! Name one thing your creator gave you. Any OC ever. Emotional damage. There it is! The emotional damage. Yep. Current story arc. Semoni was visited by Helm after consuming a poisoned alcohol bottle, taking on an oath of vengeance. While in Barovia, Semoni made a warlock pact to save her fellow party member's life, finding herself infected with a mysterious venom-like patron. Her alcoholism was shattered when she shared an embarrassing encounter with death, nearly drowning in a wine barrel. That was a real wake-up call, I guess. Recently, she was tortured for weeks when the party was separated and obtained scars on Yester Hill that have disfigured her permanently. As of recent, she is an emotional wreck that constantly butts head with other party members. She has always struggled with her own sense of independence, as she has filled a life of she has filled a life of servitude and care for others, and never had the time to take care of herself. Pressure like drip, 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 and it never stops. Oh, pressure like. I love that song so much. I need to listen to it again. I've lost the lyrics. She was reminded of this fact in Yester Hill because scarred in her back is puppet in Druidic. Ooh. Dante, the evil warlock parasite, acts as the devil on the shoulder, filling her head with doubts about herself and fellow party members. And it only gets worse with age. She is the oldest Encanto sister. Yeah. Specific anecdote. Semoni took a seat at the beach with a familiar bottle in hand, half empty, always on her person as a potential way out. She witnessed Vallaki burn the night before, but she couldn't take the memories rushing back to her. Before she could take a sip, she was talked out of it by the party member she butted heads with the most, the dwarven Twilight Cleric. She threw the bottle into the lake defiantly, however, resumed her beef with the cleric because she's petty. Uh-oh, this involves my character. Ah, that would be yours, the generic Vangar. It's actually it's middle child energy. Yeah, there is plenty of that as well. Tough love. Changeling rights activist, by the way. Thank you for the follow. I just couldn't help but read that out loud. What a wonderful username. I try not to call people out in chat if they haven't actually chatted, but that username could not pass my attention. Beef paused momentarily. Yeah, we love some petty energy. It creates great stories. They don't get the credit they deserve. Well, there is like a whole changeling squad here, just FYI, so you are in the right place. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Favorite color, favorite color. We got another one. We got another one. Who got that on their bingo card today? Who has the purple middle square? I'm gonna make these bingo cards. We're gonna just have bingo cards for these readings. And it's gonna be great. Purple? Purple! She tries cooking from time to time, but is very bad at it and unaware of how bad it is. Oh no, she tried to make hot chocolate for the party using dirt as the powder. Makes me think of Brooklyn Nine-Nine when Amy cooks and uses like baking powder instead of salt or something. Oh. It's an entire bit with our party too? Oh no. It was nasty. She is an absolute hypocrite. She demands the truth and honesty out of other people, but when it comes to the party, she hardly talks about herself truthfully. Her warlock magic is purple, and there's a stupid bit about it. She goes, purple. Purple. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So good. She has a hard time understanding that, she has a hard time understanding others. That's a 7 wisdom for you. And usually has the emotions of a very oblivious, ignorant, or angry. Very good. After Yester Hill, she is covered completely in scarring. Her most notable one is the puppet in druidic symbols carved onto her back, never truly healing. She is still shaken up. Oh my goodness, thank you for the money gun. She's still shaken up talking about what happened. Puncture wounds are everywhere because she was attached to a Gulfius tree for weeks. Her armor is often the cover-up of the Her armor is often the cover-up for the majority of her scars, which she has a hard time showing to people. Very good. She frog blinks quite frequently. Orsak narrative universe here is who I was talking about earlier, by the way. More info is in my Discord, so if you have joined our Discord, check the announcements channel. I've got links and explainers for all of that. Haunted One background. Oh, so good, so good, so good. All right, we have time, I think, to squeeze in one more. Hope, are you still with us? Yes, I see you. What's your character's name? Because I don't think Hope is going to get me a lock in search. Oh, wait. I put in Hope Jr. and that worked. Ri-har. Ri-har. Dorko calling out into the other. Do we have Hope still with us? For Hope, we have Ri-har. He is a drow / dark elf fighter warlock. Fighter warlock. I have been summoned. What I see here is like a number I don't even know how to read, like 1,400,000. I think it's more. I think it's more than that even. A gajillion years old is what I've got here, basically, if that's correct. 14 billion. All right, nostalgia. Get some sleep. Thank you so much. There will be VODs. There will be VODs. I don't know when. I'm a little behind. I've been working on the collab stuff. But I am actually mostly caught up with that now, so I should have a little extra time. So VODs should be starting to go up soon. I'm behind, I think now 3 streams, including this one, soon. But there are timestamps, and I just upload the whole thing. There's timestamps so you can find specific characters if you're wanting to show yours. And throughout the year, I've realized even if I upload a new story every single day, if we assume 15 to 15, I think by now we're reaching a lower average per stream. But even if I upload every single story one at a time per day, it's going to take me months now to get through all these stories, just posting them to TikTok. So, you know, it's all going to take time. Patience to myself and all of us. Party role, group dad and reluctant leader. I need more water. This will have to be our last one because my voices really are definitely done. 6:30 a.m. and time for a little nap. We love a dad. Backstory. He was forced to make a pact to save his village as a kid. He became a teacher to help the youth. He lost his wife to an illness, and his siblings died protecting him when his patrons stripped his magic away. Rough backstory, buddy. Unless you have daddy issues, yes. I love a healthy dad character, let's put it that way. Little honk shoe. Current story arc. I'm really struggling not to read out all these usernames that are joining, following while I'm live. I really am trying not to call out people unless they're in the chat, because I know some people are uncomfortable with that. We love a dad who steps up. Ri-har. I've already messed it up. Ri-har made a deal with a god to enter a new universe in order to do the impossible. He felt useless to the party and wanted to change that. He sacrificed everything to be able to enter it and find a way to help his party in this new universe. So he waits eons, that's how we get to billions of years old, preparing for their arrival so he can be the person they need. Oh, over time he thinks they died, so deals with a new cosmic being. He used to be a loving, empathetic pacifist, but threw his morals away to bring them back. Oh. I'd do anything to be who you need me to be takes on a whole new meaning. Specific anecdote. He promised a party member that he would never leave her during a bout of madness and reassured them. He was then teleported away against his will, breaking his promise immediately. One of my favorite tropes in movies and TV is when it's like, you know, I'm never going to that place, and like a smash cutscene to them going to that place, or like I would never do that, smash cutscene to them doing the thing. That's one of my favorite tropes. Peak humor for me. I will always be by your side. Immediately gone. The DMs really like messing with my found family. Oh. But yeah, that's one of my favorite tropes. So, excellent. Very good. Character details. He hates technology, for he's seen the horror of advancement. He writes poetry and letters in a journal. He has a prosthetic left leg and has a blackish necrotic growth along a good portion of his body. Oof. Very good. Welcome in, folks. I am tapped out. I promise I'll never leave. Cuts to the door. Alright, I'm off to get milk. Like, if I only had the voice, I would carry on. Banthy, I'm so sorry you were up next. which we should remember. If you are here again for another stream soon, remind me that you were on the top of the list today when we ended. And we can read Hakari. I'll try to get you right away at the beginning of the next time. It's probably fine. All these characters, I have nothing wrong with them at all. Yeah, let me know. Remind me on Wednesday. Snowcap Quince. Is it Quince? Welcome in. These are not necessarily D&D characters, but they are TTRPG characters, so not necessarily the D&D system exclusively. But role-playing characters from role-playing games. My sweet baby girl is totally innocent and done nothing wrong. Totally, I'm sure. Hey, Finn, hey, I'm gonna call you a Mutt for short. You are not on the list, but we are done with the list today because I have been going for 2 hours and my voice is dead. Or will be soon if I don't shut up. So, we will be ending stream now. As a reminder, I do have a Discord. It is 18 and up. But everyone is welcome as long as you're 18 and up. Dorko.tv/Discord will get you the invite. There's some announcements channels. You can check the literal announcement channels, the music announcement channel, and the live and VODs to get a bunch of information and links to VODs, to invites to places. There's a lot going on. Lots of stuff has been happening. And yeah. I also make Discord events when I know when I'm going to do a TikTok live. So that you can also check the Discord events. I try to create new ones when I know when that'll be. So you can check that out. It'll convert to your time zone. You can tell it you're interested, and I think it gives you a heads up. I'm not sure how that works actually. But if you're on Discord, you'll see that it's like currently happening when it's going live. And I at everyone when we go live so that you get notifications for sure. But yes, as they're letting you know, it's tabletop role-playing game. That's what TTRPG stands for. And D&D is a type of tabletop role-playing game. But this is for everyone. D&D is the most popular. Dungeons and Dragons is like the most mainstream, I think, in my understanding. But there's lots of cool systems and lots of ways to play these role-playing games. So this is a project that I have open to pretty much all of it. But yes, D&D is what most people know. So yeah, I will see you all in the Discord in the meantime. I will be continuing to post here on TikTok. And yeah, we'll be going live on Wednesdays throughout the month of January. If you were interested in doing the collabs, please check my last couple of videos because I've got that going. Emails have been sent, so check your spam. If you gave me your email address to do a collab later, check your email. Yeah. Sounds good. Have a lovely day. Have a happy new year day and a happy new year. I'm really looking forward to the 2024 spent with you all. Be good to each other. I will see you around very soon.